Good morning, Standard 5 students. Today I will start a new chapter, chapter 7. So let us start chapter 7, and I have made this video for you, and you will watch this video carefully so that you can understand everything. If you will not understand, you can ask in the class also. So let us see about the first chapter, that is chapter 7 for next exam, rocks and minerals. So let us see that rocks and minerals. So first we will know about the rocks. Earth crust is made up of many different types of rocks. Okay, you can see many different types of rocks in the earth crust, and over long periods of time many rocks change shape and type as they are transformed by wind, water, pressure and heat. So rocks are changing, they are breaking into smaller pieces, and their form is also changing, their size is also changing, their shape is also changing, and all rocks contain one or more minerals. Na? So rock also contains minerals. These minerals are very useful for us. Rocks and minerals are mined to help make things around us. We are mining, that means we are digging under the ground, and we get many types of minerals. That is very important for our daily life, na? Very useful also. Now next you can see this picture, rocks and minerals, na? Things find to collect and treasure. We get the treasure in the underground of the earth, and you can see different types of minerals shown in this figure. So let us see about types of rocks. There are three kinds of rocks, mainly igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rocks. You can see the picture also, here given picture. So first one is igneous rock, one picture is given. Here you can see, second is sedimentary rock, third is metamorphic rock. So let us see about this all one by one. So first we will see about igneous rocks. Now what are igneous rocks? So let us see, igneous rocks form when molten rock, magma or lava cools and solidifies. When volcano erupts, now you know when volcano erupts, a large amount of molten rock materials come from the weak points of the earth's surface. Now some weak points are there on the earth's surface from where the magma comes out. Now it breaks, and magma, all the molten rock materials inside the earth, magma comes out, and after coming out it cools, and after that, after cooling, it solidifies, and that solid material forms rocks. This flowing lava is molten rock that will harden into an igneous rock. Now that flowing molten lava, magma that comes out on the surface of the earth, and it becomes lava. That lava cools and solidifies to form igneous rocks. So mostly the igneous rocks are formed from the lava. Next we will see about igneous rocks picture. You can see in this picture, it is very clearly shown that there is a vein that is opening for, under the ground. You can see magma chamber, and there is a vein that is opening from where the magma comes out in the form of lava. Now when it comes over the surface of the earth, it is called lava, and that lava cools and solidifies to form igneous rocks. Next we will see about the term. Now the term igneous is derived from the Latin word ignis, meaning fire. That means when fire is there in the volcano, then lava that comes out, magma, and it forms igneous rocks. So let us discuss about magma now. What is magma? So magma is the molten rock material. Due to excessive heat, minerals are found in molten state deep inside the earth. These molten minerals deep inside the earth is called magma, because there is so much heat under the ground, inside the earth, and due to that heat only all the materials, minerals are present in the molten state, that means liquid state. So that is called magma inside the earth. Now after that, lava, the molten rock material that comes to the surface of the earth, is called lava. Whenever the molten magma inside the earth comes over the surface through the vent, then it is called lava. Now next we will see about types of igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are also many types. Let's discuss some of them here. Some igneous rocks we will discuss here. Many types of igneous rocks you can find. So we can find that. So granite is the first very common type of igneous rocks. and it contains more than 68% weight of silica in composition and is granular and coarse grained in texture. Its principal minerals are feldspar, quartz and mica. So, granite is the very common, you can see in your houses also, many houses it is used. Granite can be pink, white or grey in color depending on their mineralogy. It is used to make buildings and statues. It is made to make buildings and statues. Okay. So, granite is very common type of rock. It is contains silica mostly and it contains feldspar, quartz and mica also. So, predominantly granite is used for making buildings and statues. So, you can see the picture in many different types of granites are there. You can see the colors grey, pink, black, pink, like this. Different colors are there for granite. So, these are the granite used for building materials. You can see in your kitchen also, some are using to make the slab from this granite, or some are making floors also by using granite. Now, next we will see about basalt. Basalt is a hard, dark colored, fine grained igneous rock. It is also a type of igneous rock. It is fine grained, that is, it is not rough, it is fine. It is dark color also, which is formed when lava solidifies on the surface of the earth. Now, we know that igneous rock is formed from lava. So, when lava solidifies on the surface of the earth, it is formed. It is used to make grinding machine and statues. Basalt is also used to make grinding machine to grind the things, and statues also are made from basalt. So, you can see basalt very nicely. Now, next is pumic. Pumic stone is also there. So, it is a type of rock produced when lava with a very high content of water and gases is discharged from a volcano. You know that when any fire is there, then gases are also discharged and water vapor is also discharged. But when large amount of water vapor, water and gases are discharged from a volcano, then it is formed. As the gas bubbles escape, when the gas bubble, when it solidifies, when the lava solidifies, then what happens? Gas bubbles escape from it and lava becomes frothy, because when the bubbles escape, it leaves the holes. It leaves the holes when the gas bubbles escape. When this lava cools and hardens, the result is a very light rock material filled with the tiny bubbles of gas. Because when gas are escaping from the lava, it leaves very tiny small holes in the rock, and that holes are filled with air, and that makes the rock very light. You can see pumic stone in this picture, it becomes very light. You can see many holes are there in the pumic stone. So, it is very light because the gas bubble escape, leaving the holes in the stone, and that is filled with air and making the stone very light. Next we will see obsidian. It is very much shiny stone. You can see the picture also. Obsidian is formed when lava cools rapidly, when fast cooling of lava above the ground. It is deep black or blackish green in color. It has sharp edges and is used in surgeries. Okay. You can see the sharp edges of obsidian rock. You can see on the side of the rock, it is very sharp. So, it is used in surgeries also, and obsidian rock is very dark or greenish black in color. You can see the color, and it is used in surgeries. And when it is formed when the lava cools rapidly above the ground. It is deep black or blackish green in color. Its edges are also very sharp. You can see the edges. The edges are very sharp, so it is used in surgery. Now, this is over. All igneous rocks we have completed. So, in the next class, we will read about the next step. So, thank you students. We will meet again in the next class. Thank you all of you.